Good morning, everybody. This is Kula from OptionScalps. We are taking a look at the market today, and it doesn't look crazy. Yesterday we had a great day, you know, of sitting on the sidelines, in my opinion. We took one little trade yesterday, but it wasn't anything crazy. It was a little Google short. Ultimately got a push down, but didn't get the push down that we were looking for. And I'm pulling up. Should have had this one ready. I am showing you Apple here. Apple is getting a pretty large gap up. Targets here would be 225. Everything that I'm looking at is virtually topping out around 225 on Apple. So and that's going to be the topic today, truly, is that there's nothing big today. I'm going to go over some levels to look for, and I think we're going to be pinned on the daily 20s in a lot of different areas. To kind of take a look at some data, but there's no true data here. So looking at Apple, you're going to see that we are rolling into the daily 20. In fact, we're right on our daily 20 as is. Also on this breakdown here. And to me, I'd be shocked if we got any type of continuation. I also have our data here for this week. It's virtually showing that 225 is going to be a potential ceiling. It could go all the way up to 235 coming into potentially the following week. But that is, as of right now, we're just seeing that kind of sitting around 225 this week. So I think that's what the common theme is going to be today. You're going to be seeing SPY. SPY did break out from the daily 20. That was a surprising move towards the end of the day. I thought that we could get there, but how heavy that chop was in the morning, I really was like, I was right. It's just a straight chop day. But we did get a little bit of a push up, and eventually I think what we saw was a squeeze. And if you take a look at the squeeze in the market, the squeeze volume on SPY, that started yesterday. I don't even know if we've got fully released from the people that are short on this. So we're going to see what happens. But as of right now, we're opening near this 560 range. I think personally that this is going to run up into one of these breakdowns here. Potentially gap close is going to be right here at 560.47. So I'm watching a potential push towards 560.47 and then maybe a drop down towards 559. Either if we find a bounce on that and then maybe make that push up towards 561, or even if we try to make a push up to 561, maybe find some type of breakdown, revisit into this range, and then make our way back up here. I do not see us really pushing down any further than 557 today. Or excuse me, 555. If we break down lower than 555, I'd be surprised. However, if we do start seeing a breakdown below this level here, you need to be cognizant, and a red alert for me would be 554 if we stay under it. I could see us visiting 554, swiping these lows here, and then looking to try to find a bounce from there. But as of right now, our range is so broad today, you're putting yourself virtually at risk. So in regards to liquidity, our range is huge here now, right? Our range for this is all the way back down at 540. So it can travel freely in this until, virtually around this area that I was talking about, 554, before you need to be concerned. I would say that SPY is more prone to staying in this range. I don't believe that we're going to get into that 564 range today. I'd be shocked, absolutely shocked, if we did do that. What I'd be looking for today is potentially some type of initial push up and then a visit down here and then maybe a late day recovery. But I don't think we're going to exceed into that 564 range. But if we do, we're very call dominated here. It definitely could move in that direction if we so happen to see it released from this stronghold near 560. Today we do have virtually a max pain on SPY today that's way below this. It's near 552 for the end of the week here. So watching that, would make you think that we might potentially see some type of pullback here. Let's see where it's at. Yeah, looking into this range, this 557 area down here is definitely going to be your max pain area. And getting beneath all these calls, looking for it to target a close near 557. So one way or another, whether that's a late push, just keep an eye on that. Probably a weekly close near a lot closer to this daily this daily 20. But as you can see, we found another bounce on this daily 20 here, and it's trying to make its move up. I was telling the guys on our swing meter, we virtually bottomed, and if this is a true bottom, on that 540 visit, then this could potentially see this move into new all-time highs. I would be shocked, but at the same time, there are some things that we need to be cognizant of. Let's take a look at NVIDIA right here. Looking for this to return. I talked about this a while back. Watching for this to return back to this block here. I don't think that's going to happen today. We're going to see us move probably into this block, this 128 to 130 block into next week. I think we're capped with options today near 120. I don't think it's going to be released. I'd be shocked if we did get released. If we do break below and hold underneath this 119.11, watch for this thing to target both 118.47 and potentially 117.78. If we do swipe 117.78, watch for this thing to bounce right back into this 120 zone. Right now, effectively, you're playing a range between 117 and 121.75. If it breaks above 120.79, and you see it hold with momentum, target's likely going to be 121.75, and that would be your high on the day for me. The Qs, something similar. We're opening right near this 473, 473.53. If we do get a break above 473.60 and hold, watch for that thing to run through 474.04, but I do think that will likely be a kind of a stall point, and watch for that thing to potentially roll back over and trade in a range between, if it gets above it, watch for a breakdown. So we'll mark this out, the range between this. I think we're likely to revisit this wick both on SPY, on a lot of things, but both on SPY and the Qs, both indexes trying to retrace back into that wick. We talked about where max pain is virtually between those. Your actual range for the Qs, until proven otherwise, is going to be 474 down to 468. Both these would be a target, kind of depending if you break down. If you do break down below 472 and hold it, 472.26, watch for this thing to chase down to 471, and potentially all the way back down to this unconfirmed break, which I don't have marked, my bad, at 470.18, and potentially do some liquidity hunting at 469.22 and all the way down to 468.35. we've had, if we take a look at our Mag 7 chart, we talked about this several times, and we were looking for a little bit different of a move, but it did ultimately get what we thought. I did think this was going to roll over one more time and get into this zone here. I thought we'd find ourselves coming up here, bouncing one more time before we get that move up. But the Mag 7 is on a tear here, y'all. You need to be watching it. We have essentially a scooping moving average with price really gapping above the moving average. Anytime you have pricing moving over that moving average with a huge gap like that, I can tell you that the sentiment is definitely bullish, and the further it is away from it, the stronger that sentiment is. Now, eventually, there will be a point where that will stall, and that moving average will be allowed to catch up. For example, right here, where it's huge, it's a huge move to the upside, stalls out, moving average catches up to it, and it kind of grinds on it, right? Same thing right here, super bullish, made that last push, stalled out, moving average came back into it, and then continued to press it. Well, today we're seeing this thing really gap up on the Mag 7, and we have a potential. We have areas of supply here where we may stall out a little bit. That's definitely a possibility. You can see we're kind of shelving a little bit. Whether that's going to mean that we have some type of pullback, I wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of pull back into this little green zone here, and then potentially make that delay out here for that moving average to press the Mag 7 up a little bit more. The only thing that truly looks good to me for any type of movement is Apple. That is pretty evident to me that it wants to make that move towards 225, and then we might see a pullback from there. But Apple's had a ton, I mean, an absolute ton of of flow coming into it. I'm about to pull up something that I haven't showed you guys yet, but this is going to be the flow. This is money flowing, and you're going to see that Apple's had millions and millions of dollars of orders come in on it over the last 4 days, where we're seeing huge outflow on both indexes. Also, Microsoft had a huge outflow, but we're seeing some inflow on Google and some inflow on Tesla as well, or excuse me, Tesla and NVDA. So people are moving money into NVIDIA, Apple, and Tesla, and including Google, taking money out of Microsoft, out of Meta, and out of the indexes. So they're going specifically, it looks like, maybe moving money directly into Apple, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Oh, and Google. So we'll see if that's going to play out and over the long term. But as of right now, these are some levels that you need to be watching. I don't think that there's going to be any type of big move today. I haven't identified anything. Tesla has been too strong at 230, the 230 gamma wall. We talked about this a while back over this week, talking about how 230 was super strong. If we open below 228.89, we hold below here, watch for this thing to try to push down, to potentially test 227.38 and also into this 226.42 range. If it continues to break down there, absolutely watch for a liquidity target at 223. But at that point, I would watch for this thing to almost thunder rocket right back up to 230. I think we close on 230 today. Anywhere between 230 and 232 for me today on a close. So Tesla has made its nice little recovery off visiting that daily 20. We have some upwards targets, but I think we're locked this week at 230. Next week, we could see that press into that 245 zone if the sentiment in the market stays bullish. Okay, so that's been a quick review today on the market and what I'm seeing and what we're looking for. If you have troubles finding yourself not really understanding the market, or maybe you need some assistance on understanding technical analysis, we do run a Discord. There's a premium spot in there where you can visit. We've got all of our call outs on here in our alerts. We've got 2 analysts here. In addition to that, we have a full library on understanding charting, terminology, all of our technical analysis, our actual strategy that we use, and then all of our trading archives that you can go through and check them out and see exactly what we look for, go step by step on our strategy. There's a free trial on it, 48 hours. It's at OptionScalps.com. If you're interested in that, great. If not, come by, join our Discord. It's at discord.optionscalps.com. And you can come in there and just chat with like-minded traders in our public chat. It's not necessarily, you don't have to come and join and come into our premium. You can come in the public area and just conversate with the public traders. So anyways, appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's going to be it for today. And hopefully you guys have a green day. Till next time.